The impended narrative of the American dream has been critiqued strongly within literature to expose it as nothing more than a facade corrupted with the prejudices of American society. The American dream is a national ethos and social construct that has been heavily deliberated in text. It combines ideas of the American Declaration of Independence, which states all men are equal and must have right to liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness. The American Dream is articulated in The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald and the short film American Dream by Alexa Aldini and Let America Be America Again by Langston Hughes, revealing the ambiguous nature of the narrative as well as the negative preconceptions of class and gender. The Corrupted Dream is an outdated narrative that provides false hope to the lower class Americans, as class and gender constrain individuals, preventing them from achieving the dream. Despite the American dream's promises of equality to all, texts recognize that gender can inhibit a person from achieving their aspirations. Widely explored in The Great Gatsby, Daisy's need for personal fulfillment is only met through Tom Buchanan, seeking comfort in the privilege and wealth her marriage provides. Tom's wealth is illustrated in He Gave Her a String of Pearls valued at $350,000. Through imagery, the author effectively demonstrates how women's status is influenced through her association with a man. Knowing this, Daisy is more than willing to play the role of a trophy wife, enabling her to have the lavish lifestyles Tom's wealth provides. Although she stays with Tom for his wealth, the author alludes to the emptiness of materialism. It makes me sad because I have never seen such beautiful shirts before, which ironically discloses societal expectations for women to marry for wealth rather than love. Daisy recognizes the need to conform as she is not a fool herself and is aware of her own unhappiness, wishing for her daughter to be a
And I hope she'll be a fool.
The use of poignant tone in dialogue with Nick shows Daisy's understanding of gender stereotypes and that intelligence is an unnecessary attribute for a woman. Rather, they be attentive, simplistic, and beautiful. Film American Dream, May, the female protagonist, reveals the societal constraints placed around her gender in a modern setting. Whilst arriving in the big city, she is exploited as a fool of the dream, losing her money and solely her hope for the future. The bubble tea scene uses a mid-eye level shot of a character presenting him as an established and wealthy man through his attire. The scene uses girl meets city tropes, which reiterates the American dream's ideas as she moved to the city in pursuit of her singing. Further illustrating the idea that success is only available to a woman through a man, the film presents a high-status man as a way for women to achieve their dreams. The low close-up angle of May while singing upbeat music discloses the fleeting decorum of the dream, as well as this moment in the short film, contrasting the two lifestyles showcased in the film, further demonstrating the unattainability of the dream, particularly to immigrants. The strategic use of costuming depicts her as glamorous and beautiful, appealing to the female beauty standards connected to the dream. May has limited opportunities due to her gender and Chinese ethnicity, hindering her financial and career success, thus disregarding the main fundamentals of the American dream, equality. The dream is built upon a philosophy which states all men are equal and that success can be attained through merit and that factors like class cannot influence opportunities available to an individual. Let America Be America Again reveals the power structures embedded within society and exploits the dream to be fraudulent. The effective use of anaphora in I Am conveys the oppressed minorities that drive the nation of America to reaffirm the experiences of the powerless within society. The strong use of emotive verbs in fooled and clutching reinforce the power struggle of low socioeconomic classes within America. This is reiterated through the vernacular dog eat dog, revealing the ruthless nature of capitalism and the destructive impacts of individualism. Like Let America Be America Again, The Great Gatsby uses imagery and setting which distinguishes the apparent classes within the narrative, contrasting the lifestyles and attainability of the dream for the poor and rich. The use of ironic biblical allusion in The Eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckleburg reveals the moral emptiness of early 20th century society, depicting the power of capitalism and the money that dominates the lives of the working people. Described as a desolate wasteland plagued with industrialism, Fitzgerald establishes an agricultural image of a fantasy farm that grows ash instead of wheat, depicting how the lifestyle of the rich is only attainable due to the hard work of the poor. The loss of humanity is emphasized in men who move dimly and are already crumbling through the powdery air, alluding to the moral decay and emptiness at the heart of the American dream. Despite the American dream being embedded within American society, the Valley of Ashes highlights how the dream is not as inclusive as it leads on, as hard work and instilling the dream's values is not enough to attain it. and is illustrated through the attitudes, lifestyles, and setting of the lower class. Through the exploration of text, it is evident that a dream is a facade blotted with societal prejudices that constrict the opportunities available to an individual, hence influencing the success and contesting the enduring power of the dream. The narrative exposes audiences to the prejudices that will influence the opportunities available to individuals in the future, and the ability to recognize and endure these challenges is a part of the human experience and should be universally applied in all facets of life.